Today we're going to talk about 7 things or 7 ways that YouTube can help grow your business, your small business in 2020. So stick around. We're going to wait for some of you guys to tune in so that way you can join in on the chat. And we'll go through ways that it's helped our business and ways that we could see it helping your business as well. So we're going to just put it on the hold screen real quick while everybody tunes in. Or should I even put it on the hold screen, Shannon?
Don't we always?
I'm going to put it on the hold screen for just one moment, and then I'm going to get Shannon all set up with her teleprompter, and we'll dive right into this tutorial. So if you're tuning in later on,
newscaster?
if you're tuning in later on, feel free to skip past this part to the
Why are you
the points.
It weird?
What's that?
Why are you making it weird?
What am I making weird?
The hold screen thing. You're asking me if we should do the hold, and then you're like, feel free to go or skip this part. Like, you've never said that before.
Because, Shannon, I'm doing something different. Okay? I can see your face, by the way. Just give us one moment, and I'm going to get Shannon all finished set up, and we'll dive right into it.
I'm an old lady when it comes to YouTube, and I cannot for the life of me figure out how I'm supposed to get to where I'm supposed to be.
Why aren't you going with the program?
Because I didn't know there was a program, thank you.
Yeah, just let me lead. You follow.
Yeah, well, you're leading.
Okay.
You're leading, I'm following.
Tip number 1 is don't work with your other half.
Every time we have a fight, I say I quit.
No, I'm just kidding. It's been a real joy working with Shannon.
But seriously, every time we fight, I say I quit.
Absolute blessing. Although sometimes I just want to kick her in the head.
He has fired me several times.
Yeah. And then I realized I made a big mistake.
Yep.
There we are. All right. And then you know how to pull up the chat?
Yes!
You should definitely know your way around the
I should.
a web browser if you're going to start a YouTube channel. I'm just going to say that. So if
Well, I'm not planning on starting one. I got you.
You better figure it out pretty quick. Okay, there we go.
Hey, Liberty. Hi, Oscar.
What's up, Liberty?
Liberty says he's fired his wife 3 times. Oh, if only that was my moment.
Does she work with you?
Yeah.
Liberty?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh. I just kind of figured maybe because she was never in the lives that she just had like a job aside from what y'all do there. Which, you know, can work out. But what's up, Oscar? Great to have you back. Great to have you back as well, Liberty. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I think I had to go on Liberty's live programming in order to entice him back. I think sometimes it's people just get busy. I have a hard time keeping up with what everybody does, but
Hey, Michael. Hi, Matthew.
Michael, what's up, Matt?
Matt, I promise I'm going to your email.
What was the email about?
My response to his response to his first email. So we're going back and forth, and frankly, I've been kind of...
His first female?
Sure.
What did you... Oh, his email.
Yes.
I was like, what?
I don't know, and the way the weather has been lately, I've been kind of in hibernation mode. It's been all rainy and gray, and so I've just been like, okay, it's time to... No, the phone's not ringing. It's time to cuddle up and play video games.
Yeah, it's definitely been...
Today wasn't like
ugly.
that, though.
Oh, we have a lot to do
ugly,
today.
But I didn't go in hibernation mode.
Orange Star, what is going on, man? Long time no here. Long time no see as well.
Oscar Salazar, when's the auto coming?
Larry Newton, first time here. Welcome, Larry.
Yo,
We
Larry,
appreciate
Orange
you tuning
Star!
in. That's what I just said.
No, you said welcome, Larry.
No, before that, Orange Star said
Well, I
long
wasn't
time
paying
no see.
attention.
Anyways,
I tune you out half the time.
cool. Okay, so it is 7:05, and I think we're going to dive into this topic, and we would appreciate if y'all chime in as well, especially you, Liberty, because we know you have a YouTube channel yourself. So we're going to talk about 7 ways YouTube can help grow your small business in this year, 2020, and in our business in particular, a screen printing business, which I think is fairly niche compared to a lot of other things. Like if you got an automotive shop, you could probably blow it up. But let's go ahead and dive into this live, and we'll get right into the topic. Right, Shannon?
Yo!
Look at that guy. Who was that? What is up? Welcome back. We apologize we missed last week. We needed some much needed rest, or it was a week before that. I know Shannon hadn't been on in a couple weeks, and it's just been because a couple weeks ago we were just dead tired, and then
You were asleep when the time came to actually go.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at you and going,
oh, I was tired. I mean, sometimes you get tired. But, excuse me. So we're going to talk about 7 ways that a YouTube channel, such as this one, can help grow your small business. And in this case, as I mentioned, we're a small screen printing business. And I'm going to go ahead and dive into the first one. Y'all be sure to participate in the chat if y'all have any experience with it. Or if you have any questions, let us know as well, because we're semi-pros at this, I would say. Wouldn't you say, Shannon? Would you call us semi-pros at the YouTube game?
I have no clue what I'm doing.
I mean, for 21 or however many subscribers we have, I think it might be 22 now, 22,000 subscribers. It's pretty hard to get. I'm sure Liberty, let us know in the chat how hard or difficult it is growing a channel within the screen printing community, because it's a pretty niche thing, but you can still have a lot of success growing your business, no matter what your niche is.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I want to retract what I said. Well, not retract, but I want to clarify. I think you're a complete professional at it.
Thank you.
am just sitting here like just going along with the flow. I have no idea what's going on. But that's that's part of my charm.
It's all right. I'll steer, and you can just come along for the ride.
I make it entertaining.
There we go. So the first thing we're going to dive into, Shannon and I, we made a list. Initially, we're going to call it 5, but we have 7 here.
But a lot of them go hand in hand.
A lot of them do. And the first one, which Shannon brought up, is being a resource of information for your particular field.
And it gives you like more credentials.
Right. So
go on.
Like say for instance, we have a lot of how-to videos up on our channel. If you're new and you're tuning in for the first time, be sure to go over and check those out. But we almost essentially teach people how to be our competitors, but that will take me to another point. I'm not going to dive into that too much, but you do become a resource for just professional advice within your industry, or even just a good resource or library of videos.
Library.
Library. You like that? What do you call it?
It's called a library with an R.
You hush your mouth when you're proper.
I'm just teasing. Anyway,
my family is
what
ghetto.
it does is cements your expertise, and like if people tend to pull that up, and we've had this happen. People are like, "Wow, they really look like they know what they're doing. I'm gonna go with this person." Like, the guy that sells the potatoes, but still, David from Dubai.
Right. And
But that's why I went with those.
that also can go hand in hand with if perhaps the service that they acquired from someone else, they just weren't happy with it. And they're like, man, they happen to come across your channel, and see how great of a job that you do. They're like, hey, well,
It just shows a depth and wealth of knowledge.
yeah, you'll have your contact information and everything in there, and chances are you'll get a phone call.
Okay, and first off, before we start on the other rest of stuff, like you just like dove right into this. I think you're like really excited about this one. But normally we, kind of banter a little bit. We answer some questions, and we kind of like give a premise for this. The reason we're covering this right now is Matt and I just got off the phone with Cam.
This is true.
We were like talking about, or Matt and I was just chiming in the occasional ridiculous, irrelevant thing. Don't agree with that so quickly. But so they were kind of like brainstorming about different ideas for YouTube things, and we had zero idea what we were gonna have the topic on. And then we got the phone cam, we were like, or Matt was like, I know what we're gonna do, and I'm like, okay. He's like, give me ideas, and I was like,
I have no idea what she's talking about. I think she's tired or she hit her head.
Was I not supposed to say anything?
No, you could say something. I'm just messing with you. You know how it is. We're always very well prepared when it comes to these things. I've thought about this topic a week ago. It's absolutely not true. So, a good source of information in your particular field. That is number one. Number two, up for bids.
Like really fast. Do you want to answer a question in between?
We will. No, that's why I am, because actually, let's go over to the chat. You're right, Shannon. Let's see if we've got any feedback on number one this far.
We haven't given it enough time. Oh my God. You're like ready to fly through this.
What are you talking about? We've given plenty of time. Are you sure we hadn't given enough time, Shannon? All right. Oops.
Anyways,
that's no bueno. All right. Let's see if we can get this.
Is it possible to do an all-over print with silkscreen, or should I just use an online company to make my design?
See, this is why I want to wait for those questions later.
GC will handle your question
so
later. I apologize.
We'll get to that later. I want to get to some of these points, and hopefully this might inspire some of you out there, even as you're learning. Even as you're learning to, I'm going to turn your damn microphone off. Even as we're learning to, you might get help from people, and also, just kind of show your progress. You don't exactly have to be, a pro right out the gate to start posting videos. All right. Let's see. I need to get this live chat thing up because it is not showing. Man, I don't need you telling me how to say library. Did I say it right that time?
I don't know. I was giggling too hard to tell.
Library, whatever. I went to art school. I wasn't an English major. Okay, so. And if you talk to my dad, you probably might not even understand anything he's saying. Anyways, and then
his dad on the photo is the most amazing thing. I was like, I have to meet this man. You were born at 444.
Okay, is there any questions or comments about
Heart and Hustle?
The subject? Heart and Hustle. Here we go. Here's somebody that another subscriber. A fellow member that does have a YouTube channel.
He said that's how he started. He didn't know anything. He still doesn't.
Yeah, and Heart and Hustle, Joe, he's out there actually posting up videos, and I imagine, Joe, so I'm not sure if you're just kind of chiming in, but it being a resource of information for people in your field to have a place to go to. Would you, as we go along, you can just kind of chime in. and let us know from experience how it's helped your business. So let's move on to the second one, Shannon, which is displaying your abilities in your particular field. With for us, it's screen printing. So we're showing our work, just kind of putting that on display, how we go about doing things. I don't know. There might be people out there like, man, this is a messy shop. There might be people who are like, this is a clean shop, and these guys are artists, or the mess comes along with the art. But putting skills out there, your skills on display. Even Shannon, even though she's not physically out there printing, she is still showing a display of her expertise, in the sense that what she's learned working. Are you on your damn phone?
I was trying to send the link.
Who are you sending a link to?
Erica?
Oh, for the show?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Shannon.
Thank you.
We're just waiting on you.
Oh, at
but
first I thought you were being nice.
Shannon, no, I am being nice. But Shannon's been able to kind of put her skills on display too. She's a lot better at negotiating things than I am.
Well, I'm certified.
Keeping her foot down when it comes to pricing and those type of things.
Skip!
And how she handles. We've put up many videos which you can go and check out if you're new to the channel, or if you're tuning in later on. I mean, we have lots of videos where we talk about how we handle clients or a botched job, and ways that we market ourselves and all that stuff. But so there, we have videos of that in case you want to go back and check those out. So that's the second one, is putting your abilities on display. I don't think there's a lot of people that find it like very mythical to do spot process, which happens to be one of our biggest videos. I think it has 250,000 views. It might, somewhere around there. But and that is doing the 6-color spot process, which a lot of people are like, what the hell is that? Your average person. But still, there's a lot of viewers that come across this video because they're curious about the process of how it's actually screen printed, and therefore, they keep that in mind, and they might give us a call later, or it might be someone that wants to work with us. Which leads me into, which I think is a great segue into the third point, which is new clients. And Shannon, I would like you to give your feedback on this one, because you answer quite a bit of the emails, and you answer the phone calls while I'm the guy out there doing all the printing.
Well, my favorite part about the whole process that starts is they see the YouTube channel, and then I get a phone call. See, I'm telling you, it just slips down. I don't touch it.
It's an old PlayStation. Go ahead.
But I'm so lost. Okay, so they see the YouTube channel. They give me a call. The first thing I hear is, "Hey, is Mikey available?" 97% of the time. I'm like, well, Matt's actually not available at the moment, because most of the time you're not. And the other point is you're too grumpy to actually answer.
That's not why.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I was making a joke, and then you got defensive.
My hands are in two.
You got defensive.
5 different pots. Go ahead there, crazy. I mean, I'm just messing with you. See, I was joking with you too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even go where my mind just went. Anyways, so, and they're like, yeah, I saw your thing on YouTube, and I've been looking for somebody. We're not really happy with who I have, and we've seen your videos. And it basically just goes from there. There's not really a lot more explanation. It's just, I got a phone call asking for Mikey or Matt, and it's just handled like a regular thing. But at the same time, it's actually a lot more fun because there's like more of a personal aspect to it. Like half the time, not half the time, I would say like probably a quarter of the time, they're like, am I talking to the shop gnome? I'm like, yes, you are. God, Mel is so funny. Mel will call me up and he's like, is this a shop gnome? I'm like, yes, it's a shop gnome. And he's just like, hey, did you guys go off of YouTube? I'm like, no, I didn't. He was like, you almost gave me a heart attack and I'm angry with you. And I'm like, I apologize.
Just because it's cool because low, it also gives our potential new clients and people that we do work with.
Did I say Tommy? I said Mel.
You said Mel.
Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy Mel.
I knew who you were talking about. But it gives them an insight to who we are as people, our personalities, our characters, and perhaps the people that come across your YouTube videos or channels, if they're just not into who you are as a person and perhaps you might not work well together, then you can kind of nix that right out the gate.
Yeah, there's been a couple that we just, and it wasn't even like until I realized somebody said it to us, like another screen printer.
What'd they say?
They were like, sometimes you're not the right fit.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like the lady with those pants, we just weren't just weren't the right fit for it.
No, the Lycra stuff.
Yeah, we couldn't do it, and our personalities were too different, but. I don't remember who said it, but it was another screen printer. But at the same time, it brings in the more options to weed out. But also, with the YouTube, they get the feel of who we are already. And so they're already feeling that we're going to be a decent fit. And so we get to actually be ourselves a little bit more. So that's a benefit.
It is. You don't have to be all like just static and stale when it comes to talking with a new potential client. I mean, they've already got an idea. There's already a little bit of praise as to why they're getting a hold of us, because we have put those displayed our abilities out there, and so new clients, which I think has been really great. It's given us a bunch of opportunities, I would say. Wouldn't you say, Shannon?
Oh my gosh, so many more.
Let's go over to the chat real quick, see if anybody's got any feedback on that.
Well, first off, One Shot. Yes, you did spell my name right. So what's up?
What's up, One Shot? Rye Beats.
Scoob.
Hi, Rye Beats. See you later.
One Shot says he hasn't made a live in a while. They're fun, honestly. We actually just really enjoy doing them.
It is. Even if we just want to just kind of, shoot the crap.
That's so not how I phrased it.
Shoot the shit. In other words, just chat, really. I mean, it's cool. Which also brings me to the next point. But let's go ahead and.
Well, Youngsters Clothing says the main thing he's gotten out of watching different channels is the how to advise and the tricks of the trade.
Yes. I mean, before...
Can we use that as like a number 8?
Say that again?
Can we use that as a number 8?
Number 8? No, we got 7, Shannon. We got 7 of them. Okay, which... Talking about doing these lives and everything is the next point is networking. I mean, it's a great way to network with other fellow screen printers or whatever your business may be. And by networking, you find out who does what, who's good at what, who has what equipment, what each shop's and individuals' abilities are. I mean, there's people that, because of some of the videos that I've uploaded, have actually been about whatever that particular design was at that moment. Meaning, like, say for instance, we got another t-shirt job, a design job that's going to turn into prints, right?
Which one?
The retired police officer. I don't want to give his name away, but
yeah.
So he wants a t-shirt design, and we're going to print t-shirts for him as well, and it's based off of the racing shirt design. And we got another inquiry this morning about printing some race shirts. I think they had the design ready to go, right, Shannon?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had the
Well,
design ready to go.
They have the design ready to go. It just needs a little bit of tweaking.
Yeah. And I'm not sure Shannon heard this part of the conversation because Cam from the Print Life and I were just kind of geeking out a little bit. And like, say for instance, for us, we do, part of our business is contract printing. It kind of helps fill in some of the gaps at times. And for someone that like has a manual shop, they get a huge order and perhaps, or they get an order with more colors than their press has. That's where having that community and the network of other screen printers, being able to say, hey man, I have this job, rather than turning that client down, could you do this 600 piece order because I it's just something that I can't handle. Or you've got a 6-color press, I have a 4-color at the moment. Instead of turning away that client and saying, no, I can't do it, you could go to your fellow screen printer, just have them do it, blind ship it and all that. Of course, work out some sort of way, whether it's contract pricing or because you're the one handling the client and getting all the sizes, maybe you can get some sort of, maybe you can split 50-50. I don't know, whatever you work out. And I think that by having a YouTube channel, it has definitely given us opportunities like that. I can't learn? Not to learn, but to by networking, others saying like Jason Inns, for instance, like, hey, someone needs some sort of sublimation. I
send sublimation to Heart and Hustle.
Excuse me, Heart and Hustle. And
Jason,
transfers.
I send the heat transfer.
The transfers.
The full color transfers I send to Jason. But also, guys, keep in mind, this isn't just about the YouTube thing. Not everyone's gonna be your best friend. There have been a couple times that we've actually asked people to network in just general areas, and one of them was punched in the face, which was really an awkward thing for me to watch. And then there was like, other times, like, like I feel like this community is always out to help each other, but there have been times when I have asked somebody that's obviously not in this community as a screen printer to help me with something, and basically they full on insulted me. And then so keep in mind, like, not everyone's gonna be your friend, but in this community, though, you're more likely to be able to build foundations and relationships that you can network with, and you can rely on each other, and you can send work their way and know that they're gonna send work back your way. Just keep in mind that's not the way it always really is in other circumstances. That guy was mean, by the way.
He was. He wasn't very
and
nice.
then I accidentally said F you before I realized I hadn't hung up the phone.
Speaking of talking to the people on the phone, so the next point I want to bring up, which I believe is number 6. Hopefully I'm on the right track here.
We're already speeding through that. Wow.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get through this like within about the 40-minute marker, so that way we can go and chat a little bit and answer some questions. So the next thing I would say is there's leverage at times that can be had with your YouTube channel when it comes to your vendors. Say for us, for example, our supplies, our garments. I can't necessarily say that we've got any kind of price breaks or anything like that because of a huge vendor, but
free shit.
There's been free samples that normally wouldn't be sent out for us to just kind of say, hey, here's, and it's generally us pursuing them because where we like their product is what I want to say. I mean, there's been, think about it, the products that I don't really care for, how gung-ho am I to like actually make a video?
Well, no, I just mean like most of the time we're approached like about like a question or something, and then I do my thing. And
Right.
I like go, hey, you know what? You give us some free stuff, we'll do reviews on it. Which you still have
So
yet to do the sublimation on.
so there's a little bit of leverage there, and there's a little bit you kind of have a little more weight to just even making that proposal, because
Right,
if you're
Joe?
just like, hey, we're another small business. Oh, okay, great. Hey, we got a YouTube channel with X amount of subscribers. If you can swing us some samples, this is something we could potentially have in one of our videos, and put that underneath the display category. Putting it on display. And one of the things I think that, not that I think that Cam I was actually talking to Cam with and about, is the fact that that there's a lot of value to it when you're even at a small, even at 3,000 or so. There's been instances where we've kind of made partnerships with certain companies where we've done affiliate type work, and then that brings in money because you're already putting your business out there, showing your expertise, putting your skills on display, and then because you're doing that, especially if it's something you're passionate about, it'll make doing videos that much easier, as you're able to have affiliates or sponsors even that will come to you, that will help. You're helping each other out. You're helping them by putting their product or piece of equipment, whatever the case may be, out in front of your audience, which you've built this trust and this community around. And it's like, I wouldn't say necessarily go selling out, but if it's something where it's like, I like this piece of equipment or this ink or these garments, and I would be happy to, show this. It might be a vlog where we're using these, so and so brand, and this is the ink we're using, and or it could be a tutorial where we're using these specific shirts and ink together because the results that we get is this. Aren't they amazing?
To be fair, though, we haven't really posted the things that we review badly.
That we review bad. We tend to really.
I just know I've given feedback to them personally, and just said, "Hey, we didn't put it on there."
Yeah, at times, and it's not all of them. A lot of times, like at this point for us in the YouTube game, we get, also because we're running a small business, which comes first and foremost. Just because we get a sample in doesn't necessarily we're absolutely going to be able to get around to it, and sometimes
I still want to do the sublimation one.
We'll do it.
I don't even know where it is.
I need to make a list. I'm been working on some. There's gonna be, you're gonna see a lot of different things going on this year with our channel in particular.
Are we?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm looking forward.
A little bit more experimental. See what kind of things work. Just trying to make things entertaining as well. I think that is a key point. Just showing your personality, making it entertaining. If you can be funny as well, that's a good bonus. If you're not, find someone else that isn't. Have them help you out with it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't see any reason why you couldn't just start putting videos up today and it start working towards helping your business. And then, last but not least, I believe this is number 7, is which we've kind of covered underneath some of these other key points is you being the expert for people to call upon when
Yeah, it kind of goes hand in hand with a bunch of other things.
it does, but this is what I have written down
On an envelope.
on an envelope. Oh, okay. Here it is. Scratch that one. Number 7 is ranking when it comes to your business coming up in Google. So it's no secret that having some sort of web presence, both social media, that the more you can have pointing towards your business, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube,
Hey, Tommy.
blogs, all that stuff can help your business rank higher because you have your business information sending links over to your website. So it's helping with search engine optimization. And like, say for instance, we've gotten live screen printing jobs just because we do live talk about screen printing. They're like,
we
hey,
did Lululemon. It was amazing.
yeah, they're like, hey, you guys do live screen printing? We've considered it, but we haven't done it yet. And then we do live screen printing, vlog it, put a video up on YouTube,
And
live
then-
screen printing.
And then suddenly, because a lot of them were asking now that we've gotten new jobs, they're asking for like pictures of it and things like that. I'm like, well, check out our portfolio. Here's a
Yeah.
link.
Or we got a
And
web page
we have, like,
specifically.
We have, suddenly out of nowhere, because we did the one, it started coming up more and more and more, and we have actual viable proof that we did it, and suddenly Lululemon.
Yeah, so like, say for instance, I'm going to pull up a page while y'all watch Shannon. Shannon's going to entertain y'all while I pull up our page, and this is something else that will be very helpful with getting helping it.
Am I
YouTube
entertaining?
helping grow your business. I'm switching it over. Don't freak out there, Shannon.
Well, I've been doing a dance.
OMG. Just hold on there for a sec there, Turbo.
Well, you said let him entertain, and I'm like,
So,
are you not entertained?
So aside from your website, what do people like to see? We've got pictures and whatnot, but we have a video vlogging our one of our live screen printing events, in which, if they can find you, cool. Here's a picture or pictures, which we need to toss some more pictures up. But a video, a picture's worth 1,000 words. A video's worth, 1,000,000 words at least.
Oh,
I would say.
aren't you just,
I'm gonna kick you in your head.
you're a complete, what do you call it?
What? What did I do now?
No, I was just saying you're
I'm nailing
a
it.
philosopher.
Is that what you're trying to say? Is that
No,
I'm
a philosopher.
killing it?
You are a screen printing philosopher.
Anyhow, so there are our 7 points. I would say this is going to be one of the last things, aside from questions or particular comments that are related to this. We'll get to, and then we'll get to the screen printing technical questions. Is one of my biggest videos, one of Mikey Design's biggest videos, was just me. I was printing a 6-color job for my brother. It has over 200,000 views, or it's approaching 200,000 views. I was just like, I'm gonna get out a camera. It was the crappiest camera. And I just set it on what I was doing, stationary, and I think it's about 7 minutes long, and just showed me doing a 6-color spot process job, which I figured most people could do, but I wouldn't know that unless I had put that out there, and then I mistakenly ignored my channel. Well, a lot of life things came up. Don't get me wrong, it is hard maintaining a YouTube channel as well, but my point is, it can be as simple as just recording something, like that video, uploading it, and then putting a title towards where anybody could find it. Don't just put it, I'm printing t-shirts, you know. Think about your titles, you know, simulated process, spot process, screen printing, like all these little keywords. So that way it'll be easier for people to find you. And that's all I'm going to say, or at least from our list, without going back to the chat. I hope these tips are helpful for anyone that is tuning in. We're going to go over to the chat now. Shannon, is there anything you want to add before we go over to the chat? Answer some questions and talk to our peeps. Way to keep it rolling, Shannon.
I'm sorry. It's just like, you don't read for the trap. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I have no idea where I was now. So.
Sweet. Do you need some help over there? You want some help? No? Maybe? Okay. Scooby-Doo. What is going on, Scooby-Doo? It's been a while. I guess it hadn't been that long. I guess it's been a while since Shannon.
Through. Oh, you're talking about since we talked to Scoob. It's just.
Yeah, because it's already 7:41, and I'd like to get to some of the chat rather than. Plus, the reason why I'm keeping it short, which this will help you guys if you decide to start a YouTube channel. The shorter videos that are kind of like to the point tend to get more views, more shares, more comments. If it's an hour long, aside from something like me showing you how to actually create something graphic design wise, they don't tend to do as well, the long videos. Even though our highest ranked video is 40 minutes long, it's still packed with information. So I just want to go over to the chat and see if there's any questions.
Okay, so let's just start from the top.
Let's do it. Let's start from the top there. What are you doing?
Just adjusting it. Now it's dead air, apparently.
That's dead air.
Okay.
Here, I shall help you there, Shannon.
Thank you, because I'm kind of lost on what I last told you.
Let me switch the cameras over real quick, and then I'll help you out here. Hello, so here I am. All right, so I think the last thing we talked to Orange Star, said hello, hi Flex. Let's see.
Hi Martin.
I'm just going to go ahead and answer this question for Juicy Love. Is it possible?
Oh, that's the one I read.
To do an all-over print with silkscreen, or should I use an online company to make my design? All over, I mean, it is. You have to have a large enough screen and a platen the printed on. All over tends to be laid flat anyway, so you just kind of set it on top and then do your all over print. However, there is all over sublimation, so if you're talking about something crazy with a ton of colors, then sublimation would be the way to go. Joe, do you have a sublimation press large enough for an all over design? Here we go, talking about that networking. Joe from Heart and Hustle.
Hi R.
So some of these comments are just everybody saying hello. Heart and Hustle, Liberty, Youngster Clothing. It's perfect. I have no idea. Let's see, what's good? Everybody sending some love from California. Thanks, Youngsters Clothing. Appreciate that. Library of Libations. Whatever. Flex up. Here. Hey Juan, thanks for the video about etching cups. It paid my shop rent for January.
Oh,
very nice. See,
Juan, if you could actually, because we get some information, inquiries about etching. If you could send me your information, that would be super. I could outsource that to you.
I saw what he did. It might be something we could handle here in the shop.
You know, I still regret I still regret going to that anime convention and not getting the Sailor Moon shot glasses.
That's a terrible
The
thing.
Sailor Moon's etched shot glasses. They
I-
were so cool. And I don't take shots, so I didn't think I'd really want them. But probably 10 years down the road, I'm still thinking, damn, I should have gotten those damn shot glasses. And that's how you know that you really, really needed that product, because you're thinking 10 years down the road, you're like, freaking hell, why didn't I get those?
See, well, now you can order them.
Can you do some Sailor Moon shot glasses for me?
It's not worth the time for one or two. And you have to drink out of them, Shannon.
Please, as a present.
All right, so I'm gonna go back over to the chat. So I do recall seeing Juan's video, or they might have been pictures on Instagram. He essentially masked it. I'm not gonna share a secret. Go over to his channel and check it out. Go over to Juan. That is Liberty Graphics. If you're unfamiliar with who Juan is, Liberty Graphics. Go over and check out his channel. A lot of cool stuff there. Cool guy. We still yet to meet. Let's see. Hey, Shannon, Matt, everyone else. Martin Jones, what is going on? I think we already said hi to Scooby-Doo. Haven't made a live in a while. One Shot Creations. Hey, buddy. We were kind of chatting a little earlier on YouTube. Actually went and subscribed to your channel. Very cool stuff. Love seeing
was that him?
Right.
One shot! You didn't even say hi!
Yeah, one Shot Creation. Were you talking about the person on the phone? No. That was someone else.
All right, never mind. I take back my my chastisement.
Remember, you're like, whose videos are you watching? I was like, this is One Shot Creations. He tunes in. He's from Mexico. Remember? Hola, amigo. Or is it? Yeah, that's right. All right, let's see what else we got going on. The main thing I've got out of watching different channels. Yeah, okay. Tricks of the trade. Same here. That's how I learned. I like to show my process. Says Heart and Hustle Printing. I like to show my process from a beginner's aspect. I grew a lot of new subscribers from people who are looking to learn on a budget. So we all relate. There you go. And down the road, what can happen with helping out people and developing these relationships, even if they don't move forward with it, they'll think, hey, Heart and Hustle, I can go to him and swing these people his way, or
we do that
or
with all
pat
of
each
our
other's
DTG.
back. Yeah, quite a bit. Let's see what else we got here. Everybody saying Joe, just kind of saying what's up to everybody. Ryan, we said hello. Congrats. When's the new press coming in? End of this month. We had to push it back a little bit. Let's see. The chat keeps shifting.
Okay, so Heart and Hustle, Joe, he says he likes to show his process from a beginner's aspect. He gets a lot of new subscribers from people who are looking to.
I already read that.
Oh. I don't know. I tell you, I tune you in half the time.
Thanks, Shannon. We're below that.
Love you. You're pretty.
What else you got?
Someone called somebody a grandma.
So Scooby-Doo says my biggest fear
I was
is.
about to get to that, but whatever.
Go ahead.
No,
Okay.
no. You've already taken the wheel.
All right, let me switch the camera over to myself then. To turn you off.
I'm more fun to look at.
Really? I'm pretty handsome. Anyways, so my biggest fear, says Scooby-Doo, is acquiring more clients than I can handle, yet not really wanting to turn people away. I have to remember that I am alone and in a wheelchair. Well, Scoob, I would say that would be a rather than, like, say the community that we have here, everyone that we normally chat with. What about outsourcing that to them, and or just swinging the work to them? I would say outsource it. That way you can retain that client. You can make a little bit of money off of it.
Unless you really don't have the time to even like come up with the quotes and stuff. Like, there have been times that I'm just like, I don't have time. Just take it.
Like, I don't think you really have to worry about putting up some YouTube videos and within the first 3 months your channel's just going to blow up and all these people are going to be calling
It
you
takes
off the
time.
wall. It's not going to happen like that. It will take. Sometimes it takes years. You might be one of those lucky people where you can upload one video and it go viral. But the point is all these different ways in which having a YouTube channel for your business can definitely help out. So, and I know it's a lot of hard work, obviously, as here we are 8 o'clock at the shop when all I want to do is go eat some pho.
He says
But-
that because he has a tummy ache.
Yeah. I'm not even going to go into it. I'll go into it. My acute pancreatitis crap came back up, but it's only because I haven't been listening to the doctor's order. So I got to go back. I got too comfortable. Let me just put it that way.
Too comfortable and yelled at me when I said, "Hey."
Yelled at you.
No, I would be like, "Hey, maybe," and you're like, "No, I'm fine." And I'm
You
like,
shut
"All
your
right,
mouth."
you do you." And then all of a sudden, like, I can't move. I'm like, I'm telling you guys, the biggest show of love that you can ever say is "Never Say I Told You So," which actually, I guess I'm actually doing right now, but I didn't until right now. So
Kind of like when I was like, "Hey, you better go to sleep on time tonight, or you're gonna be really tired."
yeah, there's never been a time that you haven't said "I told you so" about that.
I think I mention it all the time.
Yeah. So not exactly the greatest like show of love. Anyways,
I show you love in many other ways.
Yeah, you do.
Not like that. All right, so Larry Newton. Let's get to his.
Wait, what are you thinking of?
Let's get to his. Larry Newton. Nothing big, but okay. I'm gonna go ahead and read this one off. Shannon, is that all right with you?
Hey guys, I'm a graphic designer with a fair amount of knowledge experience as a screen printer. What's a good mean price scale for simple, moderate, and complex design work?
I wouldn't worry about what other people are charging, to be honest. Although it's a good way to kind of indicate whether you're charging too much or too little. I'm trying to find. There it is.
But it's just design work. It's not the actual printing and stuff.
Right, and so with it depends on where you're at too. Like, take a look at what the national average is. I think the national average for design work's like $75 an hour. Now, keep in mind, let's say you add up like how much you need to make to live comfortably, put some profit away, get your insurance, all that stuff. Figure out how much you need to make hourly. And then let's say you come out to $28 an hour, $30 an hour. You have to remember how much talking on the phone you're going to be doing where you're not getting paid, how many emails you're doing back and forth, you're not getting paid, following up, marketing yourself, all this stuff. So when it really comes down to it, you're probably really only behind the computer if you're like a one-man show doing design work, maybe 30% of the time. So if you need to make, $28, $30 an hour and you're only behind the computer 30% of the time, do the math on that, and you're or however much you can figure that let's say it's only 50% of the time. You need to make $30 an hour, then you need to be charging $60 an hour in order for that, in order to make a living and not essentially, no one's going to be, there's a lot of tasks that you have to do as a business owner that you don't get paid for, like your taxes.
Keep in mind, though, revisions should cost.
Yeah, that's
additional
all
thing, like,
part of it.
Yeah.
But when you're thinking about your billing hours and all that, if you figure a job's going to take you 5 hours actually behind the computer, including revisions, but you've ended up putting in 8 hours going back and forth and discussing what this client wants, what those revisions actually are, if you're not pricing accordingly, or if you can figure out how much you, how much a particular client, how much time you spend with them talking and emailing back and forth. That's fine. Charge that 30, but there's still going to be tasks that you can't do or you're not going to get paid for. So I would factor that into the price.
Okay.
Yes.
Heart and Hustle just got a new printer.
Sweet.
One station, 4 color. He's gonna be doing an unboxing video, so you guys stay tuned for that.
we can't we don't get to know what it is. Oh man, now I know what it feels like.
No,
have
you
we
really
been-
don't. We have not been waiting 6 months to find out what it is. Hey Martin. Joe says he loves that he can simply message us and we're willing to help. Well, he says you, Matt, but I'm going to take that as an us.
Yeah. See, there goes part of that community again, and also Joe's coming to us for advice, but also, I mean, Joe has a pretty successful YouTube channel as well.
I have his keychain on my
and
purse.
I pick his brain as well, at least at the ISS show, you know. There's things that I could definitely talk to Joe about, like sublimation. If I wanted to get into sublimation, I could just pick his brain, and I know he'd be there for me too. It sounded like Friends theme song. Anyways.
You hate Friends. Anyways, Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. No One just changed out his first dip tank for the first time today. Yay! Jennifer Wood says she's late. Did she miss anything? Yeah, Matt kind of sped through the whole friggin' topic.
Shannon, it took 40 minutes. What do you mean I sped through it?
Anyways,
and there's a lot of this. There's a lot of this going back and forth. Let's see what else we got here.
Scoob. Yes, we commented. I saw it earlier. She said, "Thank you for commenting."
You are welcome.
Good morning from Nepal.
What is up?
Good evening from Texas.
Houston in particular.
Sanad wants to know if business is picking back up yet.
It's starting to.
It's starting to.
This for us is generally this slow period for us.
I have video games set up in here.
And part of it too, I'll say is, this is well known. It is well known that I think it's February is like the most depressing month for people because they spent money on Christmas. You're not working as much, taking more time off, and then you get hit with your bills at the 1st of January, and you're just like, really having to make things work. Unless you were smart and you put money aside. We're like I said, I went to art school, and then when February rolls around, it can kind of weigh on you a little bit and probably feel a little less motivated. I know January for me, it's kind of like I'm enjoying this kind of slow period, but at the same time now I'm like, okay, I'm done with it. I'm ready to hustle. I'm ready to get everything going.
I'm ready for the days to zoom by again.
So we need to it's just a matter of getting back into speed, and then also the rest of the world is kind of doing the same thing, and then there's people waiting on their tax returns and all that stuff to start their clothing line. There's schools and all that is out, and teachers are just kind of getting back in the motion, and New Year's and Christmas is a pretty big thing, and so a lot of budgets are spent towards where it's like, okay, we'll start getting stuff in February and March kind of thing, and that's just how it seems to go with our particular clients. You might be up in the north where right now it's the busiest time of the year for you because you're doing a bunch of hoodies, and I am tired of printing hoodies.
I'm tired. You know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of the freaking blowouts that I have to do with that stupid damn spray tack.
Oh yeah, I don't.
I'm tired of that. That's what I'm tired of.
I'm gonna have to find a solution.
Why
to
am
that.
I the one in charge of that suddenly? I hate that thing.
All right, let's see what else we
It's
got
like
here. It
folding
is
and
8
matching
o'clock.
socks.
I've had a bowl of soup and handful
Okay.
of pieces of bread over the past 4 days.
Arash wants to know how much money we make.
None of your business.
We don't make anything. So we throw it all right back into the business.
To be fair, that's actually very true.
Go over and take a look at my last video. It's called Starving Artist. A lot of it is because, and I probably failed to mention this, is that we're at a great point, and I know it can continue to grow. If it didn't grow anymore, I'd be absolutely happy. But a lot of it is reinvesting back into your business, and thanks, Scoob. I appreciate that. It's just the fact that for me personally, I didn't want to be a manual printer, and nor could I physically do it the rest of my life. Like the goal has always been to get an automatic in the shop, and we're there, and we got a new piece of equipment coming in, and we will be set. And I know Shannon's a little stressed about it, but I'm very excited about everything that's coming this year, and yeah, it's like a dream coming true. Now, the dream coming true for Shannon is for us to stop putting money back into the business and to put money into ourselves, which we're doing this year finally in a long time. Once May comes around.
I think mine is a little bit more specific than that, but okay, we'll go with that.
Well, there we go. Like getting married, right? Yeah. See, so
3 years this month.
Yeah. How long did Michelle and Harry wait?
Okay, to be fair, they were like dating in elementary school.
Okay, but that's a topic for a whole nother channel.
For a whole nother channel. No.
So let's see what else we got here.
Martin wants to know if we charge design fees for separations.
It depends. If it takes longer than 15 minutes, we will. If it's an overly complicated job, I can't say we do it all the time, because sometimes I'll see something, I'm like, oh yeah, that's easy. Like some of the simplest jobs can seem the simplest jobs can be the hardest for some reason, and then the ones that look like an overly complex job just go smooth. And with softwares such as I need to reach out to them because I keep promoting them a lot. Go to my tutorials, and I do it manually until we get some sort of sponsorship up in here. I don't think I want to say their name anymore. Because we keep pushing it, and they offered to work with us, but
okay,
forgot about us.
We got
Did that answer the question?
I keep telling you I tune you out.
Jeez.
I'm teasing. Yes, you did.
You should charge for the time. We don't always charge for the time, but it just depends on how competitive it is around your area. It's pretty competitive around here. The cost of living isn't all that much, so a lot of people it's pretty rough out there. Pretty rough.
All right, well, Denise says hi to both of us. So, hi, Denise.
What's up, Denise?
Sketches to Designs. Oh, I like that name. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
I like that too. That's nice.
Skipping all my comments, Jason. I'm sorry.
What happened?
Jason's like, you're skipping all my comments. I'm sorry, Jason. Well, I'm not skipping this one.
Jason
yes, you
said,
missed
wow.
a lot because we actually talked about you earlier on. You'll have to go back and find out where. It'll be like a treasure hunt.
He's been here, hadn't he?
Yeah,
for a little while.
But we've been like kind of like just skimming through the stuff because you're like, I'm hungry. I want to eat soup.
I'm sorry, Jason. Let us. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna make sure to read off every single one of your comments. Let's see what we got here.
Tommy.
Okay.
Me
sorry,
too.
Sorry, I'm late. Thank you for tuning in, Jason. We always appreciate having you here. This is how much we love you, dude. Mr. McFit. Okay, you wanted us to read that off? Okay. Martin, says Jason. Tom Mel with the Hang 10. It's either that or I love, no, it's Hang 10. Let's see what else we got here, Jason. Wow. And it's a monkey hiding his eyeballs. Either that or it's a person.
Oh, that's when I said, yeah, you do.
And so we're skipping all your comments.
Congratulations, Jason. I think we covered them.
Say something about Shannon's hair. Well, she'll notice it right away. Not that it's bad. You're saying what's up to everybody else. Yeah, you said what's up to us once. Anyways,
what about my hair?
Nothing's wrong with your hair. See,
except I need you to like do the bleach and the highlights and stuff.
That's how you get some attention. All right, let's go down to, let's see, Jason Spoiled. How's Printavo working? Orange
Jason's
Star.
like, stop.
Tom Mel, we need to, Shannon, I need you to put your foot down and make sure we're charging for everything too. I agree with Tom.
Am.
Okay, what about separation time? We should bill in for that. And we have that factored in.
Yeah, that's factored.
Depending.
Well,
Depending.
yeah, but if I hear you bitch about it, I add a PTA factor in there.
Okay. If it takes longer than 15 minutes.
It's an actual business term, PTA factor.
If it takes longer than 15 minutes, then start doing it hourly.
Well, if I only know because I only know if you tell me, and the only way I know is when you start complaining about it.
Okay, so let's say, for instance, if a job comes up and I'm having to go back and forth with the SEPs many times and burn multiple screens.
I need to know that because I'm doing my own thing over here, sweetheart.
Okay, so I appreciate you bringing that up to my attention. We found a solution.
Problem solvers.
Now we can move forward and not banter back and forth, and we've got a solution. I'll tell you because you don't know unless I tell you. So therefore, you can't charge.
Okay.
Look at this teamwork, Ed.
We make a great team. One Shot wants to know what size screens we use for the live events.
I should be using 195ers, 20 by 24. The last live thing we did because we had leg prints, I used 23 by 31s. Those are 200 mesh. So yeah, so just your standard size.
One Shot is from Canada. How close are you to Newfoundland?
One Shot Creations. You're from Canada. Oh, okay, cool. My bad. I'm
My
pretty
family's from Newfoundland.
Hold on. Am I thinking about? I'm hitting go to your channel, buddy. Go to your channel. Okay, I am sorry. One Shot Creations. There is another subscriber of ours that the name and the logo is very similar.
I don't know why, but that really just bothered me when you just scratched the tip of your nose. I don't
The tip of my nose. Does that mean my nose is growing?
Well, it's not getting any smaller.
Ontario, what's the weather like there today, man? Shannon would love it because she's from Canada.
My family
She's from
is
Canada.
from Canada.
Yeah, I just went over and took a look at it. One Shot. I apologize. I got you mixed up because I was chatting with. Damn, I'm trying to think of the name of the channel now. Now I feel bad. I'm
The
gonna
guy
have to.
from Mexico.
Yeah, he is from Mexico, and he's been working on growing his YouTube channel. One Shot. Well, that's what this topic is all for, buddy. Start making some of them videos. Start posting some stuff. Well, I think that is about it, gang.
If we missed anything from you guys, we're sorry.
Let us know in the
Matt kind of
comment.
sped through everything and kind of flustered me, so I wasn't able to read off everything the way it was supposed to go because he did not follow the normal format. So
I'm of Canadian descent, says Jason ends.
Acknowledge this
Acknowledge
comment.
this comment. You have
Are
been.
you from Newfoundland, though?
You have been acknowledged. I'm pretty sure we acknowledge you every time we get on. All right, gang. Well, we are going to get out of here. I pulled up the wrong.
What are you doing?
I'm putting the damn end screen on, woman. What do you
Don't
think?
you woman me.
Shannon, I'm putting on the end screen.
Okay.
If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to check out some of our other videos that are that way. There's Apollo back that way. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up, share it, share our channel or some of our interesting videos. If you didn't find this interesting or informative, likes, comments, shares, subscribes, all helps us continue to make videos like these. And
Yes, blah blah blah. Plug.
we will see you. You damn right. You damn right. I'm gonna plug my own self. Everybody else has been asking us to plug them. Why shouldn't we be plugging ourselves?
I don't know. I just wanted to say that.
I'm gonna plug
I
you more than one way. All right, guys. Y'all
My
have
mother
a
could watch this. Thank you.
y'all have a good one, and we'll see you next Monday. Our next live, official next Shop Talk live will be next Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And there potentially will be other lives that spring up if there's something interesting that I would like to share.
Yeah.
Until next time, we'll see you later.
They're like horrified. Love you guys, hearts.